Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm proud to say that Palmetto Promise Institute, whom I represent, introduced the concept of ESAs to South Carolina. I had to look it up a few seconds ago, back in 2015. So we've been talking about ESAs since 2015. I just have really 2 points to make for you here. I hope they'll be beneficial. The first is that we appreciate the cleanup and the expansion. You know, the House did not get a second bite at the apple when the bill was passed, so there were certain ideas that were sort of left on the table, and this is an opportunity to make some editorial corrections, fix some scrivener's errors, and things like that. And the draft that we have seen is really an outstanding example of that, and we really appreciate it. We appreciate the expansion. Since the bill passed, there had to be someone, some organization, some people in the state of South Carolina that would help market this program. 5,000 scholarships. And Mr. Chairman, when you read out the number and you announced this morning that it, or just a few minutes ago, that it crossed over 5,000, several people here almost burst into tears because our efforts at Palmetto Promise Institute switched from legislative research and legislative testimony to marketing, to get the word out to everyone in the state that might possibly benefit from this program. So we've been taking lots of phone calls, doing lots of webinars, and have talked to a lot of parents. And the parents on the phone, they're just waiting to get to the end of the conversation when we can tell them unofficially, but to advise them whether their child is going to qualify. And they might say, we're straining to pay for private school. I mean, we're barely making it. We're choosing between paying the tuition and paying for groceries. And we have to say, I'm sorry, if your child is currently in an independent school in South Carolina, you're out of luck. You don't qualify. You're going to have to continue to choose between groceries and tuition because of how much you love your child and have found the right place for them. Or another conversation, our family makes about combined income between two full-time parents working, we make about $63,000. Oh, it's not 63. Please tell me you don't make 63, because the income limit is 60, and will be going up to roughly 62. You're out of luck too. You must be considered rich by somebody because you're out of luck. And then a family will say, well, we homeschool our children. And we have to tell them, sorry, if you want to homeschool, you don't have the option. This is not an option for you, because the current version of this bill, all three types of homeschooling are banned. So this bill basically goes to a universal system so that these calls that we're having, we can start telling these families, yes, you do qualify. Yes, you do have that opportunity because they're crying out for it. And let me tell you, after talking to these parents, you say, what's the rush? Let me tell you, talking to these parents, the desperation in their voices because they got to have a choice and they don't have it, that's the rush. We better rush. We need to rush. We need to get it done for all kids in South Carolina. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.